friends. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my first two looks with this eyeshadow palette. Keep on watching. We're getting started now. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for today's video, which is going to be my first impressions of the brand new Pat McGrath Holiday Mega Palette. Luminous Luxuries, maybe? I don't know. Hold on. Luminous Legends. Here is what the outside of the package looks like. Here are the shade names for you to see. I hope you could see what those said if you were curious. Anyways. Ooh. Okay. This shade here that I saw as very, very blue, it has a purple shift. Ooh, it's like a midnight violet shift. Okay, suddenly I'm more excited than I was 5 minutes ago to play with this palette. So that's promising. Okay, I'm gonna clip my hair back. And typically I like to do my foundation first, but because I really don't know what to expect, I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of fallout or what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyes first. Okay, my face is still healing from the breakout from those products that I used from my previous Shop My Stash. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just get into the eye look. I'm not gonna jibber jabber too much because I've got somewhere to be. And I'm not gonna go too crazy with the eye look because again, I've got somewhere I need to be. But I do want to use some of the colorful shades. So I'm just going to get my eyes primed real quick and then we'll get started with the look. Okay, so I do have some blue in my shirt. I'm wearing my drowning pool shirt. So this is from the most recent concert that I saw them in a couple of months ago. I was originally planning on waiting to pick this palette up until it went on sale in the future, but then I decided, let me just go ahead and get it for my channel and get it now. So yeah, but one of the reasons why I was a little bit skeptical about picking it up is because there's just not really a lot of mattes. This palette is made in Italy. I do have her other, like most of her other holiday palettes. Here is this one. I need to get some more use out of this one. And I always forget that I have blushes in here. So I'm glad she went back to not including the face palettes in the eyeshadow. I really, really love this one. This one's a great one. But again, I forget that I have the blushes in here. This one is my absolute favorite Pat McGrath palette. I have gotten so much use out of it. I have tons of videos, tons. I probably have like about a half a dozen videos on my channel using this palette. I love it so much. And I shouldn't have opened it up and looked at it because now I'm tempted to pull it in and use it again today. I'm going to refrain since I'm doing a first impressions, but... And then I have this one. This was my first holiday Pat McGrath palette. I'm pretty bitter about the fact that I didn't get the first one that had a lot of the purples and the pinks. That was like mostly repeat shades for everybody else. They would have been new shades for me. But yeah, I'm still bitter about how I almost got that palette 3 different times from Pat McGrath. And 3 different times I don't have it still. So anyways, I'm not going to talk about that one. But... yeah, if there's one palette that I wish Pat McGrath would bring back and bring in enough stock that I could have the chance to get to order it on the website, calm down, Michelle, it would be that palette there. But anyways, today I'm really excited to play with this Luminous Legends palette. My eyeshadow primer has had probably just a little bit too long to set. I am going to start off with this. Let me face it where you can see it. Trying not to dig my fingernail into the eyeshadows. Okay. Planning on starting off with this shade here and dipping into the blues a little bit, and I'm not sure what else, but not too powdery of a formula. There's not too much kick up so far. Oh, that's a beautiful color. It is a little bit more of like a slight purpley undertone which I really appreciate, especially since some of these shimmers have a blue to purple shift, which really makes me excited because I feel like I don't have enough purple from Pat McGrath. Okay, that's a really, really pretty start for a matte. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring that down into the outer corner. And as you can see, because I'm not like blurring it out that much, it does look just a little bit darker than it does up in the crease, since I really have it blown out in the crease. I really like that about Pat McGrath shadows. You can like kind of build on top of them a little bit or blend them out to create a lighter shade. Still just using that same color to create a little bit of dimension. Okay. So that's that one shade, and it looks like I have 3 different tones of the same color family on, like 3 different levels. That's what I really appreciate about Pat McGrath mattes, and I wish that I got a lot more of her mattes in the palettes that she offers. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, I'm gonna dip into a little bit of this blue here with nothing on my brush. I'm not gonna spray it. I'm not using glitter glue. Ooh, there's some pretty good pickup. Not very, like nothing tapped off. So I'm just gonna wipe this here. Oh, that's pretty. It's a really pretty soft ethereal blue, and it kind of turns into a little bit of a lilac when it goes onto that mauve matte that's underneath. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't put it all over my lid so that I can really get the blue out of it. Ooh, that's pretty. So that's it with 2 layers on top. Where is my MAC spray? Hold on. Now I am gonna try spraying it for the other eye. I just want to see the difference that it makes. So this is that same shade, but now I'm spraying it. See, I feel like I like it dry better. Okay, I'm gonna just flip it to the clean side and go back over it dry. Yeah, see, it's better to me dry. I just prefer using my shimmers dry. I just like the way they blend better. I'm going to take it a little bit further over because I'm going to start to transition into that darker blue to purple shifty one. I'm going to go into this like blue purple shifty shade. Okay, I'm going to just take this on the outer half of the lid. This isn't really my favorite shimmer brush. Like, it does better for powdery shimmers in my opinion, but it just happens to be what I grabbed. That is pretty. I'm gonna leave it dry. Instead of wetting it for this side just to test it, I'm gonna just use my shadows dry. I just like it better. Okay, so if I dig in a little more, whoa, if I dig in more and pick up more, oh yeah, look at that. It does really pay off. So when I picked up just a little bit, it gave me that soft payoff, but when you just kind of go in with a couple of more swipes with a little bit of pressure, you really do get a lot more payoff and intensity. So I'm happy to see the range from just how you use the brush. Now I'm going to take this small detailed blender to the really dark brown and just blend that up into the outer corner and see if I can get the depth that I'm hoping to smoke out this outer edge with. I feel like I would like for it to be a little bit darker, but I'm going to take a small detailed brush and pick up that same blue shade and just get it all the way to the outer corner into that matte, so looks a little bit more complete on the eyelid instead of it just like abruptly stopping, since the dark shade on the outer edge doesn't encompass the edge of that shimmer. Like, that's just how I'm going to do it. You don't have to do it that way. You don't have to bring your shimmer all the way out. If you don't like that look, I just feel like it completes the eyelid look a little bit better, since I don't have a really, really dark shadow for the outer edge, which I would prefer to have. But I'm going to try using, I'm going to try using this Units brush that is super dense and small, and see if I can get a little bit more payoff from this brown. Yeah, a little bit. It did get darker with a denser brush, a denser, more detailed brush. So that's cool. Yeah, and I do like the way that looks. So I'm just going to take that same brush to the lower lash line with that brown shade. Okay. I really, really do like that brown. It's really pretty, like all by itself. It just kind of got softened and muted out on the upper lid because of the fact that I had that mauve shade there. My little bandit. You can see my cute little bandit. Okay. For the inner part of the lower lash line, I would like to do something a little bit fun and bright. So I think what I'm going to do is, I want a little something that isn't going to compete with the top, but will kind of blend in. So I think I'm going to use this like mauve shimmer shade here for the front lower part of the lash line. It might be a little bit too dark, but I'm basically trying to just mimic what's kind of happening up in the crease, but create a little bit of a glimmer that might catch some light for that lower part in the front. So let's see how it comes together. So that shade is really like a purple. On me, it looks really like a purple pink. Okay. So I really do feel like that did complete the look, because I feel like it ties into the way that the brown mixed with the mauve in the crease. And I really like that look. I could do a little bitty something. This lavender, I'm going to use this lavender in the inner corner, just for a little fun purple pop. Oh my gosh, she's dark, but also really reflective. Like, she's got a really dark cast here from the front, but she's really reflective. Oh my gosh, that would have been a much better lid shade. I have to see what it does on the lid. Oh my God. So where am I going to put this? I'm going to put this here in the middle. Whoa. Yeah. Do you see? That's what that purple lilac-y shade does. It's really, really impactful. Okay, so I don't really like it here. Here's what it looks like from the side for the inner corner. It's not too bad, but when you turn, you can see the dark edge. So I feel like it would be better all over the lid. I am going to wipe that off there. Thankfully, I have done my base last. I'm going to wipe that off because there's a lot of dark cast. So give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay. I feel like I got most of it off. It did smear up a little bit, which does look pretty. So I'm going to see if I can try to put that up at the top in the same way. So I'm going to take a little more of that shade and just try to put it here without going into the corner where it creates too much of a cast. There we go. Okay, so that is really pretty. Wow, that's a beautiful shade in here. I'm going to just put it here again to catch some light there above the eye. Wow. Okay. So I feel like I could keep going, but there's really no need to. Actually, I want to see what that shade looks like on top of the shimmer that I have here. So I'm going to go ahead and just line over it a little bit. Okay. I don't want to do too much. So I'm going to take a clean blender and just kind of blend in this inner corner a little bit to the rest of the look, so it doesn't just look like it's a blob placed right there, although I don't mind that look too sometimes. I want it to just blend in a little bit more today. Okay. So here's the finished eyeshadow look all by itself. I'm going to throw on the rest of my face and add some finishing touches. And I'll be right back to show you the completed first look. Okay. What am I going to do for foundation? I should have at least done my concealer first, but I didn't. That's quite unfortunate. Here is the finished look for my very first time to play with the brand new Pat McGrath Luminous Legends Mega Palette. Let me know what you think. Let me give you a close-up of the eyes. I hope you can see some of the shift. I really like the way that it turned out. I ended up completing the eye look with a couple of coats of the Essence Call Me Queen mascara. I added a little bit of this color of the About Face shadow stick in my waterline. And that's it for the eyes. So on the lips, I am wearing, sorry, I bumped the camera. On the lips, I am wearing Natasha Denona I Need a Nude in the shade Michelle. And that's it. Okay, so here is a close-up of the eyes in different lighting. I'm in front of a big, bright, sunny window. Here it is in front of some sunlight. I don't know, but here's the eyes. And now that I have finished eating, I topped the look off with my Queen of Poisons from KVD. So let me know what you think of this first look. I'm going to go run my errands for the day, and I'll be playing with this palette again tomorrow, but for you, that look is coming up now. Welcome into look number 2 with my Luminous Legends from Pat McGrath. I'm super excited to be playing with this palette again today. I did say in the previous look that you just saw that I was going to be filming the very next day another look, but truth be told, it's been like 4 days. It's been like 4 days since I played with this palette, and I'm a little slow to be getting this video up. Like my audience just doesn't seem to be super excited about Pat McGrath right now, and to be quite honest, I've lost a little bit of that loving feeling myself for the brand. Mainly because Pat McGrath herself isn't the one at the helm anymore. And so it's really been evident. It has truly come across in the feel of the brand. So yeah, not to say that I'm like giving the brand up or whatever, because I'm not. Obviously, I did buy this big palette and I do look forward to her releases and hope that it will be something that I want. But like, I'm just not as enthusiastically excited about it as I used to be, mainly because, like I said, it's not actually Pat McGrath running her business. It's now shareholders or whoever bought the business from her for the majority stakes who is running the show. And so it's just not gonna be the same vibe. It's just not, you know? And so yeah, but so far I am really loving this mega palette. I really enjoyed the look that I wore the other day, And not only did I have zero fallout, which is why I went ahead and did my base today, but I had no creasing, I had no fading, as per usual. Pat Mcgrath uses high quality ingredients, and they have the performance and staying power that you would expect when you're paying that kind of a price. So that's just me. When I spend high dollar on something, I expect ultimate performance. And if it's not going to, you know, if a product doesn't have that kind of a sentiment, then I don't care what the hype is. I don't care about the people pushing their codes, trying to act like it's the best thing since sliced bread, because truly, Pat Mcgrath is where it's at. So here I have my Rephr eye brush collection. In a recent video, I shared my sorting and talking about my eyeshadow brushes. So if you're curious what this brown stuff is inside of this holder, I will leave that video down below in the description box and you can check that out. But anyway, I'll be using my Rephr brushes today, and I'm just going to create a look that I plan on wearing the entire day. You might see it in a couple other videos. So let's get started with look number 2. Very excited to be playing with this one again today. I want to try to use shades that I did not use last time, except I might end up using this deepening up shade for every look that I do, because it really is the darkest shade in the palette. But as you can see today, I am wearing a very, very colorful look. I mean, a very, very colorful shirt, and I want to do a colorful look to match it. This is my Papa Roach concert shirt, as you can see. Those were the dates in the back. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do a purple, orange. I think I'm gonna kind of maybe stay right in here of this palette today. So looking at it from the front, I'm gonna start off with this shade in the crease here. I am really excited to be playing with this palette again. I do really, really enjoy the Mega palettes a lot. This is a beautiful, soft, matte, lovely pigmentation. It's a nice, it's coming off a little bit brighter on screen than it is in person. It is a little bit more like pumpkin, like a pumpkin-y undertone, but bright, like a pumpkin-y peach. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's like the vibe that I'm getting from it. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty warm matte, and it is blending out beautifully. It feels so smooth and creamy on my eye. I love it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this all the way to the front. And I apologize if you hear my Shih Tzu snoring in the background. He is old, and I didn't know, nor could I afford it at the time. I didn't know when I was younger and he was new to me that I could have gotten him a surgery that would help him breathe better. Now it's too late because he's old. At least that's what the vet told me. But okay, so this is just a clean brush, and I'm just gonna get this nice and blended so we don't have any harsh lines, even though I kind of like a more linear look in my eyeshadows than a lot of people do. Okay, so I feel like that's a really, really pretty start. Next, I'm gonna go into, I feel like I should go in with some glitter glue. Even though I used the shades last time with no glitter glue, I had no problem, no fallout, and they stayed beautifully all day. I just want to see how the look goes on with some glitter glue and just see the kind of impact that we can get from it. And especially in case you like to use glitter glue, you can see how it performed. I'm going to do kind of like a fake cut crease and just put glitter glue all over that. Now I'm going to use a clean dry brush because I don't want to get glitter glue into my palette, although a lot of people just use the same one. I'm going to use this purple. I'm not going to spray my shimmer or anything, but I am tapping it off. I'm going to put that on the back half. I almost put it towards the front, but I think I'm going to do the orange towards the front. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's a shifty purple. It's like a pink to a fuchsia. Oh my gosh, it's like a purple to a fuchsia. I'm gonna put that all over the lid. I was originally gonna do the orange in the front, but this color is so stunning. I want it to shine. I think I'll use the orange on the lower lash line though. Wow, look at that. I hope that you're getting some of that like duochrome gloriousness. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of that first matte and just kind of blend the crease of that a little bit. Wow, oh my gosh, look at that. I'm getting fuchsia to purple. I hope that you're seeing that glorious, glorious look. Okay, I could leave that there, but I do want to do a little bit more for the lower lash line. So I'm going to take that same, nope. I'm going to go in with this beautiful like peachy shade here that I was originally planning. Oh, that's not the shade that I was going to use. Hold on now, hold up. No, okay. So I used this purple here. The palette is upside down, as you can see the mirrors here. From this here, I'm going to go into this golden shade here for the lower lash line. Am I though? No. I'm going to use this, make up your mind, Michelle. Here. I'm going to use this beautiful peachy shade for the lower lash line. It is like a satin shimmery type of color. So let's see what that looks like. It does add some like shimmer and shine, but it's just too light for the back half for my preference. So I am going to kind of like smoke out the line, but I want to have this as the first shade down. And I'm going to really like keep it more of the focus towards the front and not put any like smokiness with it. Okay, with the same brush, because I'm pretty sure I'm done with that shade now, I'm going to go into the dark brown just on the tip of the brush and use that to kind of smoke the lashes a little bit here on the back half. That one that like sound that sounds more like a haunted spooky snore, that is my 15-year-old new senior rescue. That's not my Shih Tzu. So I've got two snorers in unison over here to the left of me. I apologize if that's a disturbing sound for you, but I appreciate you being here nonetheless. I still want to do a little bit more there. I'm going to take a slightly bigger pencil into this shimmery orange shade there, and I'm going to put it here at the front. Almost went into my eye. And I smeared it off too much, so that was a mistake, but okay. I'm not sure if I like that orange there, but it's there now, so I'm going to do that to the other side. That one is a super, super creamy shimmer, so be careful when you go into it. Picks up a lot. Okay. I'm not sure about that lower lash line. Okay, let me go ahead and get this other eye caught up, and I'll be right back. Here's where we're at so far. I feel like some people might like it like this with just like a blown out soft color like that on the outer edge. But if you know my makeup preferences, you know that I'm gonna smoke out the outer edge. So let me do that real quick. I'm gonna take a Rephr 13 Mini into this brown shade here at the corner. Yeah, see, it doesn't take much, just a little bit to really make the difference that I need. You see, oh, look at that difference. It just like completes the eye and lifts out the outer edge a little bit visually, in my opinion. It doesn't take much, although usually I do like a pretty dramatic smoky outer corner and it gets a little intense, but I really want these other colors to shine. I don't want it to mix into like a brown, even though this brown does kind of mix like a purple. It's beautiful. Okay, just gonna do a little blending here on the edge. Like that. I'm gonna add a little bit of brightness over the center of the eyelid. Which one are we gonna use? I'm gonna use this one here. So I'm just taking a clean shader. Ooh, that one's real creamy too, so tap it carefully. It picks up nicely. You can hardly see it on the brush, but it left a mark in the palette, so I know it's there. Yeah, I just like to add a little pop of brightness right over the actual lid, like the actual eyeball when you're looking straight at me, just so there's a little bit of lightness over the center of the eye. And let's just see what that one does here as the inner corner. It's kind of subtle. Yeah. So I'm taking a little bit more of that shade that I popped on the center of the eye, and I'm going to use that as an inner corner, just for a little bit of highlight. Okay. I think the look goes great with my shirt. Here is the finished eyeshadow look all by itself. I'm going to add a few finishing touches, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look. Here is the finished look. It's a close-up of the eyes. And here is the look from afar. So let me show you what it is that let me put it on the palette before I break it. Let me show you what it is that I used to complete the look, and then we'll count and see how many shades I used to create today's eye look. So on my lips, I am wearing the Tom Ford lipstick that I've had for quite some time in my stash and have never tried it before. This is my first time to use it. This is the shade Flamingo. I also have Sugar Glider, and now that I do like this formula on my mouth, I will probably try the nude shade that I picked up at the same time. But anyways, let's get a close-up of the eyeshadow look. Let me just give you a moment to take in the whole like colorful vibe. I hope you can see a little bit of that pink to purple shift in the eyes. I love how the bright orange in the inner corner contrasts so beautifully with the Urban Decay purple matte eyeliner that I used on my lower lash line. I used the KVD Tattoo in Trooper Black, the original formula, to create the black wing. And I curled my lashes with my Refer lash curler, which I highly recommend, and topped it off with my Give Beauty mascara, which now that it's about 6 weeks into being open, it's performing a lot better. Now that I've had this mascara open for about 6 weeks, it is performing a lot better. As you can see, my lashes look incredible, and I only have like one good coat on. I didn't even double it up or anything. So yeah, I'm really liking this mascara now that it's sat out. I didn't like it quite as much right at the first, but about 2 to 3 weeks in, I noticed it's starting to get better. And here we are about 6 weeks in, like I said, and it's really good now. So I'm glad I got that one on sale. I believe I got that one for $14, or maybe it went on sale right after I bought it. No, pretty sure I bought it on sale. I only used 5 shades today to create this look. I typically use 6 shades, so that's kind of cool that I used a little bit less. Wait, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot to include the dark shade for the smoking, for the deep smoked look. Yeah, so I used 6 shades. I used 6 shades to create today's look. That's par for course for me. Anyways, yeah. So here is the eye look in natural lighting. I hope that you can get a better appreciation for the actual eye look from maybe this angle and without the ring light on and all of that. So, yeah. Anyway, so here is the finished look of the day. I really like the way that it turned out, and I feel like the whole vibe goes great with my Papa Roach shirt. So that's going to do it for this first video. That's going to do it for these first two looks with the Luminous Legends eyeshadow palette. Let me know which look you preferred down below. I look forward to your comments there. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out so much. Before you go, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. It is free to subscribe to me, absolutely free. So click that subscribe button down below. It means so much to me. And you do also have the opportunity to have a paid membership to my channel, be a channel member, which has a small monthly subscription fee, and you get member exclusive videos from me. So that's always something that you can consider if you'd like additional content from me as well. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I had so much fun creating this look. I really hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!